Every morning you grab your keys, your phone, maybe a coffee on the way out, and head straight into the day. But what if the one thing you didn't bring was the very reason money keeps slipping through your fingers? You work hard, you budget, you save. Yet somehow expenses always pop up out of nowhere. The checking account runs low, and the idea of financial ease feels like a joke. It's not because you're lazy. It's not because you're bad with money. It's because something is missing from your daily energy field. Something tiny, tangible, and surprisingly powerful. For centuries, people across different civilizations quietly carried certain objects in their pockets, not as superstition, but as tools. These items didn't promise a winning lottery ticket. They didn't claim overnight miracles, but they did something better. They subtly shifted the energy around the person holding them, helping align them with opportunity, stability, and flow. The kind of flow where money doesn't feel like a fight anymore. The kind where good news shows up in your inbox, a client pays early, or an unexpected refund lands in your account. If that kind of life feels far off right now, here's the truth. It's often not about working more hours or reading another book about finances. Sometimes it's about what you carry, what's in your pocket, touching your body, reminding your subconscious that you're open, ready, and aligned with abundance. In this video, I'll share 3 simple objects you can carry with you starting today. They're easy to find, proven through practice, and capable of shifting your relationship with money in ways you didn't expect. Ready to stop chasing money and start attracting it instead? Then listen closely, because the first item might already be sitting somewhere in your kitchen drawer. Part 1, money is energy, not math. You've seen it too many times. 2 people with the same job, same salary, same city, yet one always seems ahead. Bills paid early, unexpected bonuses, smooth upgrades in life, while the other, constantly behind, card declined at checkout, rent just barely covered, always one step away from another financial emergency. What's the difference? It's not luck, and it's definitely not math, it's energy. Money doesn't operate like a calculator, it flows like a current. And some people are tuned into that current while others are unknowingly blocking it. The truth is, money doesn't show up just because you need it. It shows up because your energy says you're ready to receive it. That's why working harder doesn't always work. That's why obsessing over budgets doesn't guarantee results. Because if your internal energy is screaming fear, scarcity, or control, money hears that and keeps its distance. This may sound strange in a culture built on hustle, numbers, and logic. But take a moment. Think of that one friend who always seems to attract the right clients, the perfect deal, the refund out of nowhere. It's not random. They carry an energy of openness and expectation, not desperation. They're not begging the universe, they're aligned with it. That alignment, it's not a mindset, it's a frequency. And your frequency is shaped by what surrounds you every day. The objects you touch, the intentions you set, the signals you send. That's where the small items come in. Carried daily, they become physical reminders, anchors, tools to keep your field open instead of closed. They help you shift from "I hope money shows up" to "I know it will." Not because of magic, but because your energy is now a match for it. When you begin to treat money like a current, not a number, you stop chasing and start magnetizing. And yes, you can do this without rituals, without changing your personality, and without faking positivity. It starts with awareness and continues with small actions that change how you hold yourself in the world. These next 3 tools aren't decorations. They're subtle transmitters. And the moment you carry them, the energy around you starts listening. So if you're tired of watching money slip away while others seem to glide forward, keep going. What's in your pocket tomorrow could change everything. Part 2. 1 cinnamon stick, the quick starter. Let's start with something simple. Something you might already have sitting quietly in your kitchen cabinet. A cinnamon stick. You've probably used it to flavor oatmeal or spike holiday cider. But what if I told you that this tiny piece of bark can do more than enhance your breakfast? It can shift your financial energy. No, not in a mystical, wave your hands kind of way. In a grounded, energetic, cause and effect kind of way. Cinnamon has been used for centuries across various cultures, not just as a spice but as an activator, something that awakens, stirs, and pushes energy forward. In practical terms, cinnamon is associated with heat, momentum, and expansion. It's not slow. It's not neutral. It's fast, assertive, and cleansing. And that's exactly the kind of energy most people need when their finances feel stuck. Think of money like water. When it flows, everything feels manageable. When it's blocked, pressure builds up and things get messy. Cinnamon works like a warm gust of air in frozen pipes. It loosens the blockages and restores movement. When you carry a cinnamon stick in your pocket or wallet, you're doing more than holding a piece of wood. You're placing a natural symbol of motion and expansion near your body, close to your field. This isn't about superstition. It's about symbolism that your nervous system responds to. It's about anchoring yourself to a new rhythm. Every time your hand brushes against that cinnamon stick, something subtle happens. You're reminded money moves, it flows. It shows up when you're in motion, when you're open, when you believe there's more ahead, not just struggle behind. The scent matters too. Cinnamon has a stimulating aroma that's been linked to increased focus, better mood, and even physical warmth. It's why the smell of cinnamon makes you feel awake and energized. That's not accidental. That's your body responding to energy that calls forward, not backward. So here's what you can do. Find a small, whole cinnamon stick, not powder. Not extract, something solid, clean it, dry it, and place it in the compartment of your wallet where you keep cash or in the pocket of a jacket you wear often. If you work from home, place it near your workspace where money-related tasks happen. Then build a 10-second ritual that becomes second nature. Each morning before you leave the house, or before you open your laptop if you work remotely, take a deep breath. Hold the cinnamon stick in your hand. Close your eyes for just a moment and imagine your path opening. Literally see it, doors unlatching, emails being answered, clients calling, unexpected money appearing in your bank account. You're not forcing it, you're tuning to it. Let the scent and the feel of the cinnamon remind you, you are in movement. You are a current, not a container. And money follows movement. You can even add a line, spoken or silent. I activate the flow. I welcome movement. I allow money to come. Now let's be clear. This isn't a shortcut to millions. This isn't about bypassing work or responsibility. But it is about priming your mind and body into a state where you're more likely to notice opportunity, feel confident acting on it, and remain open instead of shut down. It's like flipping on a light switch before walking into a room. The light doesn't change the room itself. It changes how you experience and move through it. That's what the cinnamon stick does for your financial field. And here's the wild part. The impact compounds. The more consistently you interact with this small object with intention, the more you create a feedback loop. Your body starts associating the cinnamon with confidence, clarity, and readiness. Your brain starts scanning for positive financial input instead of fearing bad news. And your energy begins to shift, subtly but measurably. You become more magnetic. You respond faster. You take smarter risks. You follow through. If you want to amplify this even further, consider placing cinnamon sticks in strategic places around your life. In your glove compartment, next to your checkbook or digital payment station, inside your purse, on your nightstand. You're not trying to hoard them. You're setting gentle reminders in your field. Money flows where I give it space to move. You may even find that the physical act of touching the cinnamon helps interrupt spirals of doubt or panic. Instead of reacting from fear, touch, breathe, recenter. That alone can change the decisions you make that day. And if your energy ever feels especially low, say you've had a financially rough week or something unexpected hit your account, try a reset. Break off a small piece of the cinnamon stick, burn it safely in a fireproof dish, and let the smoke rise. Watch it. Breathe it in. Not for the scent, but for what it means. You're clearing old stagnation. You're creating space. You're making room for new. In that moment, you're doing more than burning spice. You're choosing to end the loop of panic and step back into motion. That single act might not add $1,000 to your bank account today, but it shifts the moment, and every big change begins with one shifted moment. So the next time you see cinnamon in the spice aisle, don't just think dessert. Think momentum, think clarity, think currency. It's already working. You just have to carry it, touch it, breathe it, and remember who you are when you're not stuck. And who you are is someone money can find. Part 3-2. Old key, unlock what's been waiting. We all have keys we no longer use. A key from an old apartment, a drawer we don't open anymore, a mailbox that belonged to another chapter of life. Most of the time, they sit forgotten in a dusty bowl or a cluttered drawer, tangled with loose change and expired coupons. But here's the thing, keys are never just keys. They're symbols of access, of trust, of something once opened. Carrying an old key with meaning isn't about nostalgia. It's about unlocking energy that's been quietly waiting for your attention. Let's break that down. Every key was once tied to something important. A home where you felt safe, an office where you took a risk, a storage space filled with the hopes of a new beginning. That key was your invitation in, and it still holds that energetic memory, even if the physical door is long gone. In a world where everything moves fast and we're always on to the next thing, we rarely pause to honor the spaces we've already moved through. But some doors in our lives don't close all the way. They stay slightly ajar, waiting for us to return, not to dwell in the past, but to retrieve something we left behind. Confidence, courage, potential. This is where the old key comes in. When you carry a key that once belonged to a meaningful place or phase in your life, you create a bridge. Not to go backward, but to pull forward the energy you need now. That apartment where you felt independent for the first time. That office where you made your boldest pitch. That storage locker full of dreams you've quietly buried. The key connects you to who you were when you believed anything was possible. That's why this isn't just a physical object. It's an activator. When you hold that key, your nervous system remembers. You've opened things before. You've created access where there was none. You've had moments where you turned uncertainty into opportunity, and you can do it again. So here's the action. Go find a key from your life. Not just any key, one that stirs something in you. Maybe you forgot it was there. Maybe you weren't sure why you kept it. Clean it. Hold it. Ask yourself, what part of my power does this key still hold? Then carry it. Put it in your pocket, your purse, or the pouch with your other energy tools. Let it be with you not for function, but for frequency. The next time you feel blocked, financially, emotionally, professionally, reach into your pocket and touch that key. Don't overthink it, just connect. Imagine a door, closed, heavy, maybe intimidating. Then imagine your hand sliding the key into the lock. It fits. You turn it, click, that sound, That's opportunity, that's alignment, that's movement. It's not about magical thinking. It's about reawakening a part of yourself that already knows how to move forward. The key doesn't give you anything. It reminds you what you already had. There's a reason keys are handed over during life's biggest moments. New homes, promotions, inheritances. A key says, this is yours now. So let this key you carry tell your nervous system the same. This is yours now. You are safe to unlock what's next. If you don't have an old key that holds meaning, create one. Find a vintage key that speaks to you visually, one that feels solid, timeless, and full of story. Assign it a purpose. This is the key to my financial clarity. This is the key to my confidence. This is the key to letting go of fear. Even if the door is metaphorical, your energy responds to symbols. We're wired that way. That's why wedding rings matter. Graduation tassels, lucky coins. These things aren't just objects. They're vessels of belief and memory. Your key becomes a cue, a pattern interrupt, a shift in state. Say you're about to walk into a meeting that matters. Reach into your pocket, feel the weight of the key. Breathe, let your body remember you've done this before. You've unlocked tough doors. You belong here, or say you're staring at your bank app feeling panic. Touch the key, ground yourself. Remind your brain there's always another door. There's always something waiting to be opened. You're not locked out of abundance. You just forgot you still have the key. And let's talk about moments of transition. Job changes, crossroads, creative pivots. In those foggy in-between zones where everything feels uncertain, the key grounds you. It's your signal that access is not something given. It's something claimed. So don't underestimate it. Don't toss it in the junk drawer. Carry it with reverence. Let it live close to your body. Let it become part of your daily rhythm. And over time, something quiet but powerful happens. You stop waiting for doors to open themselves. You start showing up ready to turn the handle. Because at some point you realize you've never really been locked out. You've just forgotten how many locks your energy already fits. So go ahead, find the key, keep it close, touch it often. And the next time life presents you with a closed door, remember that unlocking it might not take a plan, a pep talk, or a push. It might just take one small, silent turn of something that's already in your pocket. Part 4.3. Mini magnet, attract, don't chase. You've probably heard some version of the phrase, what you focus on expands. But here's the deeper truth. What you vibrate with, you attract. This is where the mini magnet comes in. It's the third item in your pocket and maybe the most underestimated. Magnets work because of a simple law of physics. They draw things to them. They don't run after paper clips or scrap metal. They create a field so strong, those things come to them. No chasing, no striving, just pull. Imagine if your relationship with money worked the same way. Now, to be clear, carrying a tiny magnet isn't about some new age shortcut to financial freedom. This isn't a trick, it's a tool. A tool that trains your body, your subconscious, and your environment to shift from chasing survival to receiving abundance. When you carry a magnet, especially with intention, it becomes a symbol. A tactile, everyday reminder that wealth doesn't come because you beg or hustle harder. It comes when you broadcast the kind of energy that money can find. It's not about arrogance. It's not about sitting around hoping for miracles. It's about knowing what you want, owning that you're worthy of it, and letting your entire system relax into receiving mode. Here's how to use it. Find a small, strong magnet. It can be decorative or industrial, just make sure it fits comfortably in your pocket or wallet. Clean it, hold it, name it. This is my wealth magnet. This is my pull for opportunity. This is the signal I'm putting out. Each morning or whenever you need a reset during the day, touch it. Close your eyes. Visualize money moving toward you. Not coins falling from the sky, not cartoon abundance, but real flow. A new client emails you. An invoice is paid early. A refund you weren't expecting lands in your account. An idea hits you in the shower and it's the exact pivot your business needed. Feel it. Let your body respond, not with tension or urgency, but with openness. That's the real power of the magnet, not the metal, the moment, the interruption of fear-based thinking, the invitation to stand still even for 15 seconds in the belief that good things want to come to you. Now think about how you normally react to financial stress. You check your balance obsessively. You start scrolling job listings. You cut back on coffee and feel guilty about every grocery item. All of that activity creates noise, and in that noise you stop being magnetic. You become scattered. But when you touch the magnet, the world slows down, your breath deepens, your field recalibrates. You stop shouting, "Where is the money?" and instead whisper, "I'm here, I'm ready." The beauty of this tool is that it works anywhere, anytime, at the gas pump, in line at the store, sitting in traffic, about to hit send on a risky email. You don't need incense or affirmations, though you can add them. You just need presence and consistency. Like any good habit, repetition builds resonance. The more often you touch the magnet and recenter your focus, the more quickly your nervous system learns what abundance feels like. And when your body learns something deeply enough, your actions start to shift automatically. You hesitate less. You follow through more. You notice doors that were always open but previously hidden in the blur of panic and pressure. That's not magic. That's alignment. Another way to amplify the magnet's power is to place it near your income stream. If you run a business, tape one inside your cash drawer or on the back of your computer screen. If you work remotely, place it on your desk or on your phone case. Every time you see it or feel it, let it remind you, "I attract what supports me." If you're skeptical, good. Skepticism means you're awake, just test it. Carry a magnet for 30 days. Use it when you're nervous. Use it when you feel like nothing's working. Use it when things are working and see how it amplifies your flow. But here's one important rule: don't let anyone else touch it. Your magnet holds your energy. Think of it like a frequency-tuned device. It's been calibrated to your intention. If someone else picks it up, no big deal. Just cleanse it. You can wipe it down with a bit of salt water or hold it under running water while you mentally reset it. And if it ever breaks or feels heavy instead of helpful, replace it. Energy tools aren't sacred, they're responsive. If something feels off, it probably is. Honor that and start fresh. Above all, let the magnet remind you that you're not here to hustle endlessly just to feel stable. You're here to resonate with value, with worth. With a life where money doesn't avoid you, it recognizes you. So the next time you feel like you're working twice as hard for half the reward, pause, reach into your pocket, feel the quiet weight of the magnet, and let it say the thing your mind sometimes forgets. You don't have to run after it anymore. You've already become what it's looking for. Part 5, bring them together, daily practice. By now you've met the trio, the cinnamon stick, the old key, and the mini magnet. Each one does something different. Cinnamon ignites momentum. The key reconnects you with access. The magnet invites wealth to find you. Alone, they're powerful, but together, they form a field. Think of them like instruments in a band. One sets the rhythm, one opens the melody, one draws in the harmony. Together, they create resonance. They amplify each other. And when you bring them into one focused space, your pocket, your purse, your desk, they begin to shape the energy around you in a tangible way. This is where daily practice begins, not rituals for show. Not rigid routines, just something real, subtle, repeatable, Start by gathering your 3 objects. You don't need anything fancy. A small cinnamon stick, a meaningful old key, and a magnet that feels good in your hand. Then find a soft pouch. Red is traditionally associated with energy and activation, but use any color that makes you feel grounded and strong. Cotton or linen is ideal, something natural that breathes. Place the 3 items in the pouch with intention. Don't just drop them in. Take a second with each one. Hold the cinnamon and feel its heat. Hold the key and remember what it once opened. Hold the magnet and breathe into the sensation of pull. As you do, speak silently or aloud. Together, you remind me that I move forward, that I hold access, that I attract what aligns. You don't need to believe in magic. Just believe in focus, in meaning, in the way repeated actions shape reality over time. Now you have your field, your pocket-sized command center. Carry it daily. Keep it close, especially when you're handling money, making decisions, or walking into moments that matter. But don't let it become dead weight. This isn't about superstition, it's about relationship. Touch the pouch, interact with it, let it anchor you. Every time your hand grazes it, while waiting in line, starting a new task, or sitting in silence, take a breath. That breath is part of the practice. It reminds your system that you're not reacting anymore. You're choosing, you're aligning, you're moving with intention. You'll be amazed at how fast your nervous system begins to respond. Instead of spiraling into fear when a bill hits, you pause, you connect. You act from a place of grounded clarity. Here's a simple 3-step practice to use any time during your day. Call it your field reset. 1 touch. Place your hand over the pouch or take it out briefly. Let your body register the weight. 2, breathe. Inhale slowly through the nose, feeling your chest rise. Exhale fully. Do this twice. 3, remind. Whisper inwardly or out loud. I am not chasing, I am attracting. I already carry what I need. That's it, no performance, just presence. And if your days feel especially chaotic, extra pressure, tough conversations, financial uncertainty, lean on the pouch more actively. Hold it before phone calls, grip it before meetings. Let it calm your hands when your thoughts start racing. You can also dock the pouch at night in a meaningful place. A drawer near your bed, a small bowl on your desk. Somewhere visible but not in the way. This tells your system, I'm still connected to what matters even when I sleep. If you're feeling creative, you can add small drops of cinnamon or orange essential oil to the pouch, very sparingly. The scent activates memory and can help rewire your brain to associate that smell with strength, safety, and movement. And here's something powerful to remember. You don't need to feel good for this practice to work. This isn't a positive vibes-only exercise. It works because it creates a stable rhythm. On good days, it amplifies your energy. On hard days, it helps keep you steady. That's what real support does. You may also start to notice a shift in how you approach money. Instead of fear, you move with readiness. Instead of avoidance, you lean into curiosity. What's possible here? Where's the opening I'm not seeing? And what would someone who trusts their worth do right now? Those aren't just new thoughts. They're a new field. A space where alignment gets easier because you've practiced it into your body. And that's what these tools ultimately do. They retrain you to remember. Abundance isn't something you chase. It's something you carry. It moves toward you when you move with clarity. So whether you're stepping into a pitch, paying a bill, checking your balance, or making a big decision, don't underestimate the shift that can happen when your hand touches that pouch. It's not just fabric, it's not just 3 small objects, it's your quiet signal to the world. I'm here, I'm aligned, I'm open. And the world, especially the financial world, has a funny way of responding to someone who finally stops trying to prove their worth and starts standing in it. Part 6, Moonlight Charge, the nighttime boost. There's something about late-night silence that makes things clearer. The hum of traffic fades, the endless scroll stops, and for a moment you're no longer performing or rushing, you're just still. That's why nighttime is one of the most powerful windows for recharging, not just your body, but your energy field. And your tools. Enter the moon. In almost every spiritual and energetic tradition, the moon has long been considered a magnifier. It doesn't push or force, it reflects. It shows you where your energy is aligned and where it's off. And it quietly offers one of the most accessible, natural ways to amplify intention: moonlight. This is where the practice of moonlight charging begins, not as superstition, not as ritual theater, but as a subtle, grounding reset for your energetic tools, your cinnamon stick, your old key, your mini magnet. These three objects carry your focus every day. They absorb energy, hold intention, and act as anchors. But like anything used consistently, your phone, your muscles, even your mood, they need to be restored. Moonlight charging is simple, quiet, and surprisingly effective. Here's how to do it. Start by choosing the right night. You have two powerful options, both equally valuable. 1. New moon, a time of beginnings, setting fresh intention, wiping the slate. 2. Full moon, a time of clarity, expansion, visibility, and amplification. If you're feeling stuck, start with a new moon. If you're feeling ready to grow or level up, go with a full moon. On that evening, take your pouch of items and place it in a clean space near a window where the moonlight can reach it. If weather and safety allow, even better. Place it directly outdoors on a secure surface, on a balcony, porch, or windowsill. You don't need a full altar. You don't need candles or crystals. Just the pouch, the moonlight, and your presence. Take a deep breath. Sit near it for a moment. No phone, no playlist, just you. Then, one by one, remove the items. Hold the cinnamon stick in your hand and whisper, "Burn away what blocks me." Hold the old key and say, "Unlock what I'm ready for." Hold the magnet and declare, "Draw in what supports me." It's not about the words, it's about the signal you send through your attention. Lay the items gently down. Let them sit for 15 to 30 minutes. Let them bathe in moonlight. Let them reset. And while they do, you do nothing. You're not manifesting. You're not striving. You're simply allowing. Letting the objects realign with the intention you've already set. Letting yourself pause. You'll be amazed what clarity can come during those few quiet minutes. Afterward, you can say a few closing words if you'd like. "Thank you. I'm clear. I'm ready." Or say nothing at all. Gather the items, return them to the pouch, and place them somewhere close for the night. A nightstand is ideal. Somewhere your sleeping energy can still receive the quiet signal of restoration. By morning, the field you've been building is back online, cleaner, stronger, more tuned. And here's why this matters. Energy, like water, stagnates when it's ignored. Your wallet gets chaotic. Your schedule fills with noise. You start moving from pressure, not purpose. Your tools, however symbolic, start to lose their charge. Moonlight charging reminds your nervous system that energy is not a machine. It's a rhythm. It needs space to reset. And when you give that space regularly, you start to operate from clarity, not clutter. You don't need to do this every moon cycle. Even once every couple of months can create a noticeable shift. Or do it when something feels heavy, when the pouch feels like a burden instead of a support. That's your sign. Cleanse, reset, recharge. For extra amplification, you can add a drop of essential oil, cinnamon for action, orange for optimism, or lavender for peace, into the pouch before placing it under the moon. Again, not mandatory, just a gentle layer. Some people like to journal during the moonlight session. A sentence or two is enough. What am I ready to release? Or what am I ready to allow? You're not problem solving, you're listening. And here's a surprising bonus. This practice isn't just for your tools. It reteaches your body to slow down, to stop clinging, to stop chasing. When you sit in stillness and trust that something as soft as moonlight can realign your field, you stop fighting the current. You start allowing support to find you. You may even begin to feel more intuitive during the days after moon charging, more attuned, more aware of signals you used to miss. That's not magic, that's alignment. And alignment is the most sustainable kind of power there is. So the next time the moon is bright and the night is still, don't miss the opportunity. Step outside, breathe, lay your tools down like small prayers. And let the moon do what it's always done. Reflect the truth you've been too busy to see. You don't need to add more effort, you need to clear the static. And the moon knows exactly how to help you do that. Quietly, gently, repeatedly. Because even the most powerful tools need a little light to remember what they're here to do. You've now been introduced to 3 simple objects: a cinnamon stick, an old key, and a mini magnet. At first glance, they may seem like random trinkets, but when held with intention, when carried with presence, they become something much greater. They become extensions of your energy. Together, they speak a language your nervous system understands. Cinnamon reminds you to move, to act, to shift, to invite motion where things feel stuck. The key reconnects you with access, to confidence, to memories of strength, to parts of yourself you might have left behind. And the magnet, it teaches you the quiet art of attraction, of drawing in what is already seeking you. If you want a summary, here it is. Cinnamon is momentum. The key is memory. The magnet is magnetism. These aren't objects of superstition. They're anchors. They create what psychologists might call pattern interrupts. Moments when your default state, stress, fear, self-doubt is paused, and something else comes in: clarity, curiosity, power. They help reprogram not just your mindset, but your energetic field, the way you carry yourself in rooms, in relationships, and especially around money. But tools only work when you use them. So don't just watch this video and forget. Don't let these ideas fade into background noise. Try it for real. Start small. Assemble your pouch. Carry it. Touch it. Build those 10-second moments into your day where you pause and reset your field. If the pouch feels light, you're doing it right. This isn't about becoming someone new. It's about remembering who you were before the stress, before the fear, before you started believing money only comes through pressure and strain. When you carry these 3 items, intentionally, quietly, daily, you don't just change your luck, you change your signal. And the world, especially the world of finance and opportunity, has always responded to signal more than effort. So breathe, slow down, touch the cinnamon, grip the key, hold the magnet. Let them remind you that you are already wired to receive. Let them help you become still enough to notice when the right door swings open, and when it does, walk through it. Not because you chased it down, but because you finally became the kind of person it was already looking for. What if wealth wasn't a race to run, but a rhythm to remember? That question is yours to carry now.